The 2025 NFL season kicked off with a classic Eagles 24, Cowboys 20 at a roaring Lincoln Financial Field. The atmosphere was electric, with fans from both sides filling the stadium with anticipation and excitement. This wasn't just any opener, it was a clash between two of the league's fiercest rivals. The tension was palpable as both teams took the field, ready to set the tone for the season. The Eagles celebrated their Super Bowl 59 title, unveiling the banner before kickoff, reminding everyone they're the team to beat. The ceremony was a proud moment for the fans and players alike, setting a high bar for the game to follow. Both teams debuted new coaches, Kevin Patullo for the Eagles and Brian Schottenheimer for the Cowboys, adding intrigue to the rivalry. The new leadership brought fresh strategies and a renewed sense of purpose to both squads. The game lived up to the hype, with the lead changing hands multiple times and fans on edge until the final whistle. Every play was crucial, and the intensity never let up. The Eagles' resilience and a crucial late defensive stand sealed the win. Their defense stepped up when it mattered most, showcasing their championship pedigree. It was a statement victory for the defending champs, starting their season 1-0. The players celebrated on the field, knowing they had overcome a formidable opponent. The final score only hinted at the drama: a pre-game ejection, a weather delay, and wild momentum swings. The game had everything, making it an unforgettable opener. The Cowboys, under new leadership, pushed the Eagles to the limit but fell just short. Their effort was commendable, but they'll need to regroup and address their shortcomings. Philadelphia made the critical plays when it mattered most, setting a triumphant tone for their season. Their ability to execute under pressure was the difference maker. The night was a roller coaster for both teams and their fans. Emotions ran high, with every twist and turn adding to the drama. The Eagles' defense stepped up in the clutch, while the Cowboys left with a tough loss and questions to answer. The game highlighted areas for improvement for both teams. This opener set the stage for a fierce NFC East race. Both teams showed they have the talent to compete, making the division one to watch. The Eagles proved they're ready to defend their crown. Their performance was a clear message to the rest of the league. The Cowboys head home, already facing an uphill climb. They'll need to bounce back quickly to stay in the hunt. Rivalry, drama, and a nail-biting finish. This was the perfect start to the NFL year. The game had all the elements of a classic showdown. The energy in the stadium was electric from start to finish. Fans were fully engaged, creating an unforgettable atmosphere. Both teams showed why this matchup is must-watch football. The level of play was exceptional, and the stakes were high. The season is off and running, and the bar is set high. If this game is any indication, we're in for an exciting year of football. Drama erupted before the first snap. An electric tension filled the air as fans and players alike sensed something unusual was about to unfold. Eagles star Jalen Carter was ejected during the coin toss for unsportsmanlike conduct, a move almost unheard of in NFL history, and one that sent shockwaves through the stadium. Carter was penalized for spitting on Cowboys quarterback Prescott, stunning the stadium, and leaving the Eagles without their defensive anchor. The crowd's disbelief was palpable, and social media instantly lit up with reactions. Broadcast footage suggested Prescott may have instigated the altercation, but officials wasted no time ejecting Carter, making it clear that such behavior would not be tolerated, regardless of the circumstances. The Eagles had to scramble, adjusting their defensive game plan moments before kickoff. Coaches huddled urgently, trying to fill the massive void left by Carter's absence. Carter's absence left a glaring hole in the Eagles' front, and Dallas looked to exploit it. The Cowboys' offense immediately sensed an advantage, eager to test the weakened line. The NFL announced a review of the incident, hinting at possible further discipline. League officials emphasized the importance of sportsmanship and maintaining the integrity of the game. The ejection added fuel to an already heated rivalry, setting a volatile tone for the night. Tempers flared on both sides, and every play felt like it could spark another confrontation. Philadelphia's defense faced immediate pressure to step up, knowing they had to prove themselves without their star linemen. The loss of Carter forced the Eagles to rely on depth and grit. Backup players were thrust into the spotlight, determined to rise to the occasion and keep their team in the fight. The incident will be debated for weeks, but it instantly raised the stakes. Analysts and fans alike questioned the decision and its impact on the game's outcome. The Eagles' defensive line had to regroup on the fly, leaning on leadership and teamwork to weather the storm. The Cowboys sensed an opportunity, but the Eagles refused to fold. Every snap became a test of willpower and resilience. This shocking moment set the emotional tone for the rest of the game, with both teams playing with heightened intensity and raw emotion. The rivalry just got even more personal, promising a night of unforgettable football drama. The Cowboys struck first, capitalizing on Carter's absence with a sharp opening drive capped by Javonte Williams' one-yard touchdown. Dallas took an early 7-0 lead, but the Eagles answered immediately. Jalen Hurts led a balanced drive, mixing runs and short passes, and finished it himself with a 4-yard rushing score. The first quarter ended tied 7-7, both offenses looking unstoppable. Williams ran with power for Dallas, while Hurts showcased his dual-threat ability for Philadelphia. Neither defense could slow the other early on. The back-and-forth set the stage for a high-scoring battle. Both teams established their ground games, opening up the playbook. The crowd was electric as each team traded blows. The rivalry intensity was clear from the opening whistle. The first quarter promised a fight to the finish. This was NFC East football at its best. The second quarter was an offensive showcase, with both teams trading blows and refusing to back down. The energy in the stadium was electric as fans sensed something special unfolding. Dallas reclaimed the lead with another Williams touchdown, going up 14-7. The Cowboys' offense looked sharp, executing plays with precision and confidence. The Eagles responded immediately. Hurts orchestrated a methodical drive and powered in for his second rushing TD, tying it at 14. Philadelphia's sideline erupted, knowing they were right back in it. The Eagles' signature tush push converted a key first down, keeping their momentum alive and the Dallas defense guessing. Dallas answered with a field goal, but the Eagles struck back with even more urgency, determined to seize control before halftime. Hurts hit Jahan Dotson for a 51-yard bomb, electrifying the crowd and setting up Saquon Barkley's 10-yard touchdown run. The Eagles' offense was firing on all cylinders. Philadelphia took its first lead of the game, 21-17, swinging the momentum in their favor as the half ticked down. Dallas, refusing to go quietly, executed a flawless 2-minute drill and moved into field goal range as the half expired, showing their resilience. Brandon Aubrey nailed a 53-yarder as time ran out, cutting the Eagles' lead to 21-20 at halftime and keeping the Cowboys within striking distance. The first half was a shootout, big plays, quick answers, and no let-up from either side. Every possession felt like it could change the game. Both teams' offenses looked unstoppable, moving the ball at will and keeping defenses on their heels. The crowd was treated to fireworks on every drive, with fans from both sides on their feet, living and dying with every snap. The halftime score set up a tense second half, with both teams knowing the margin for error was razor thin. This was shaping up to be a classic, a game that would be remembered for its relentless pace and dramatic swings. The third quarter brought a dramatic shift. Defenses tightened and scoring stalled. Dallas nearly broke through when Miles Sanders ripped off a 49-yard run, but rookie Jahad Campbell punched the ball out, and Quinyon Mitchell recovered for the Eagles. The fumble was a massive momentum swing, robbing Dallas of a go-ahead score. Moments later, severe weather forced a 64-minute delay, halting the game and draining the stadium's energy. The long pause disrupted both teams' rhythm. When play resumed, the field was slick and the atmosphere tense. The Eagles regrouped, energized by the turnover. Dallas was left to stew over their missed chance. The game transformed from a shootout to a gritty defensive struggle. The weather delay changed everything. The Eagles' defense seized the moment. The Cowboys' missed opportunity loomed large. The rest of the night would be a battle of wills. After the weather delay, offense vanished. Defenses dominated. The Eagles' defense, even without Carter, stifled Dallas, generating pressure and forcing punts. The only points came from Jake Elliott, who drilled a 58-yard field goal in tough conditions. That kick extended the Eagles' lead to 24-20 and proved decisive. Dallas had one last chance, driving to the Eagles' 44-yard line. On 4th and 3, Prescott's pass fell incomplete. CeedeeAmb couldn't haul it in. The Eagles' defense sealed the win with a clutch stop. Philadelphia pitched a second-half shutout. The Cowboys' offense, so hot early, was silenced when it mattered most. The Eagles' grit and Elliott's leg made the difference. Jalen Hurts was the Eagles' engine, rushing for 65 yards and 2 touchdowns and managing the game with poise. Saquon Barkley added 60 tough yards and the game-winning TD, while Jahan Dotson's 51-yard catch set up a crucial score. For Dallas, Dak Prescott threw for 188 yards, connecting often with CeedeeAmb, who finished with 110 yards but had costly drops late. Javonte Williams impressed with 2 touchdowns in his Cowboys debut. The game turned on the Eagles' rookies, Campbell and Mitchell, forcing and recovering the pivotal fumble. Jake Elliott's 58-yard field goal was the difference. The Eagles' stars delivered in the clutch. Dallas's missed chances in the second half proved costly. The Eagles' defense rose to the occasion when it mattered most. Key plays, not stats, decided this one. The Eagles' win came at a cost. Key injuries piled up. Fullback Ben Van Sumeren suffered a knee injury on the opening kickoff and was ruled out. Starting left guard Landon Dickerson exited with a back injury in the fourth quarter. Rookie running back Will Shipley left with a rib injury. Cornerback Adoree Jackson was evaluated for a concussion but returned. The offensive line's health is now a major concern. Depth will be tested as the Eagles prepare for Kansas City. The team will anxiously await updates on their injured starters. The physical toll of this rivalry was clear. Both teams now look ahead to Week 2. The Eagles face a Super Bowl rematch against the Chiefs in Kansas City, a huge early test. Health and discipline, especially regarding Jalen Carter, will be key storylines. A win would cement the Eagles as the team to beat. The Cowboys, reeling from a tough loss, return home needing a bounce-back win. Coach Schottenheimer will focus on fixing second-half struggles and missed opportunities. The NFC East race is just beginning, and both teams have plenty to prove. The season is long, but the tone is set. The next chapter in this rivalry is already on the horizon.